We all know the feeling. We go through sections of a course over and over and over again and still don't know anything. How is that even possible? I spend multiple hours each day learning how to code and I still get nowhere. Well, what if I told you I've been through this more times than I'd like to admit, and I could show you how to finally learn those concepts that you've been struggling with so that you could stop spinning your coding wheels. So I used to not want to take a long time to get through a course. And because of this, I would gain a very shallow understanding of the concepts that were being taught. And a lot of the time I would skip the course projects and move on to the next topic because I felt like I understood it. I would finish the course before the expected amount of time, but when it came time to actually build something on my own, I would have no idea what I was doing. So I would have to go through the course again and have to relearn certain concepts. Now, does that sound like it was the easy or the quick way to get things done? Not really. The truth is that the easy way to learn how to code is actually the hard way, and that is taking your time and truly understanding what you're doing. And how exactly would you do that? Well, the first thing you can do is slow down your tutorial. Tutorials are a great way to understand what you need to learn, and they give you a lot of foundational knowledge. But I've never actually learned from following a tutorial. What actually helped me learn was taking small concepts and building a project with it. For example, it took me a very long time to understand the basics of React, and that's because I equated copying a project and finishing a course to learning. What finally got me to understand React was taking very small concepts and building a project with it. For example, I would build a form with one input as a project, and that would allow me to understand components and props. The next thing you need to do is incorporate what you already know. Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, why don't you just use what you already know? Unless it's day one, you should already have some knowledge or experience building something. Just take the previous concept and build on it. You can do this by taking a previous project that you completed and adding something new to it. I did this by taking a project that I previously completed in vanilla JavaScript and I converted it to React. Since I already know how the project worked, all I had to do was fill in the gaps. And also, since I already built a very small project with React, all I had to do was add one or two simple concepts to that project. All you need to do is repeat this process and build on your knowledge. Well, now that you've built up some skills with creating smaller projects, take all of that knowledge, consolidate it together, and build a larger project. Just because this is a bigger project than what you've built previously, it doesn't mean it has to be super complicated. It just means that you should take what you previously learned and find a way to incorporate it into a larger project. This will allow you to see how multiple pieces of code interact with each other. This really helped with my confidence when it came to building things and also helped me retain the knowledge that I was trying to learn. Now, once you've completed a project like this, you can add it to your portfolio. These really make cool portfolio projects because they took time to make, they incorporate many different skills, and they show your progress and your competence as a developer. When you're first getting started, you might want to get through everything as quickly as possible, but in the end, this will probably make your learning journey a lot more difficult and take a lot more time than it has to. Take your time, focus on learning, and don't rush to the finish line. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe.